where we have who I call one of the most intellectually stimulating stars here. I don't understand your tweets. I don't understand your Insta posts.
I'm guilty and I apologize. I'm sorry. But yeah, those are heartfelt and those are well intentioned and those are timely. And I hope that I improve myself into democratizing it so that you understand it next time.
I haven't understood that either. Anyways, here you are.
Well, irony always is the part of this process. So yes, I acknowledge that.
Please go to his tweets and read what he writes. But here you are with NITI AAYOG, and you're associated with them for two things.
Yes.
So tell us about the association.
Much more than that. First of all, it's a big thing, big honor, and I'm so thankful that they have actually acknowledged what I was doing otherwise and what I think otherwise, and they think that I can act as a catalyst in what they're actually doing, which is so timely and precise, and those many things they have to happen at the same time, which is also very important, and they are happening. And I am guilty because I was not knowing that the think tank of Indian government is actually creating those non-zero sum, emergent, bottom-up systems where not only that those people benefit, but everybody benefits. And it's also something which is inevitable. So our government would, first of all, tell you that is going to happen, number one, awareness. Number two, is going to tell you how you can actually get prepared for it, also make benefit yourself, and also contribute to the national GDP, which is a very non-zero sum win-win systems. And that is what is happening. That is what I am actually doing with my company as well.
Yeah, you launched a company too. Yeah.
Yes. So the most also, if you see the Venn diagram, it actually most of the ideologies are very, very aligned. And yes, so I wish to contribute, and this is a very good start, and I'm honored.
And also it's for women entrepreneurs. But at the moment, women's safety has become an issue. Even in your industry, what do you feel? There should be laws safeguarding women's rights, because whether it's the industry or whether it's across India.
See, I mean, like, it's much more than that. And while I'll be specifically answering this question, I will also tell you about the most fundamental thing that WEP is. So first of all, yes, of course, this would enable new entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, and they would take the GDP up because there is room for that. Number two, there's another very, very important thing which I think is actually more important than the first one also. In most of the sectors where we are actually doing really well, there's one thing that's missing, and that is actually the meaning or the values, or say the narrative of it. Why we are doing what we are doing? Why do we want what we want? You know what I'm saying? So, and that is a big, big, big marker for your own interpretation of your success or happiness. Do you feel happy, or do you think you're happy? I'm like, there's a difference. So this is what is missing in most of the sectors, that we have become extremely precise and Cartesian and specific, which is very good. Also, exponential technologies are coming, so we are getting more precise, which is also very good. But at the same time, something is missing, which is the meaning itself, the values, assigning value itself, which is more holistic, non-linear, left brain, women. And this, by the way, also happens to be my story, because everything that I've learned, all the seedings were done when I was a kid by my mother and 4 sisters. I have improved upon those things. There are things that I've added, there are things that I've subtracted probably, but I'm largely the same thing that was created. And so you can see this as a startup, and you can consider them as entrepreneurs, and well, I'm happy and I'm thriving, so I think it works. So yes, aligning with something like this, which is such a timely and great initiative by Government of India, where I can come in and contribute in any way, and I'll be doing my job properly.
And also your movies, Kedarnath and Drive, all set to drive, vroom, vroom, vroom.
Oh yes, it's like Drives, Kedarnath, it's Son Chidiya with Abhishek Chaubey. It's Nitesh Tiwari's next film with Sajid Nadiadwala. Is also Fault in Our Stars with Mukesh Chabra.
Yes,
it is also another film which I will be actually producing, which will be India's first space film.
India space film, and that why do I feel actually resonates a lot with you. But Kedarnath, a lot of delays, but now all okay?
No, it was actually not delayed. Since I mean, it's already almost an irony that we are acknowledging the importance of narrative. Well, I was shooting for some other film, and then I came back, and these were the dates. In between, while I was not here, there were stories, narratives, but fiction. And I don't need to justify those things, but this was always planned like this, that I would come back and would finish Kedarnath after Sonchuri.
And Abhishek Chaube's film, you're playing a dacoit. What was that experience like in Champal?
Absolutely. I do things that should be done, and I think that probably I could not do, which keeps me engaged, betters me, and also we get to contribute in doing things that we should be doing.
Also, I'm seeing your career graph. It's been 5 years, but you've been like taking risky projects. Some worked, some didn't. Are you okay in that space?
That's exactly what I'm saying. The fundamentals that we are talking about here is actually very non-linear. It is like I cannot predict specifically what will happen, but I know that it is deterministic. 6 महीने में 3 चीजें ऐसी होंगी. क्या होंगी मुझे नहीं पता, लेकिन 3 बार होती हैं. तो जब आप वो चीजें समझते हैं और तो फिर और गेम थ्योरी उसमें यूज कर लेते हैं कि यू नीड टू मिनिमाइज योर मैक्सिमम लॉस एंड टेक इट फ्रॉम देयर, यू कैन एक्चुअली जो इतने सारे डिसरप्शंस आएंगे एक्सपोनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी है, उससे बहुत फायदा ले सकते हैं. और एग्जैक्टली वही मैं अपनी फिल्मों के साथ भी करता हूँ. मैं ऐसी पिक्चर लेता हूँ जो मुझे लगता है कि ये जस्ट मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा, मतलब इतना मेरे में काबिलियत नहीं है, लेकिन वो अपने आप को प्रूव करने में मैं मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम कर लेता हूँ. एंड दैट इज द इंटेंट ऑफ डूइंग इट. आई मीन लाइक यू नो दैट मनी एंड फेम आफ्टर अ पॉइंट they are not the driving forces, but your own expectation of whether you will be able to do it keeps you engaged, happy, successful.
So everybody wants to know what kind of a co-star is Saira Ali Khan?
Young co-star.
Thanks. Actually, you're doing 2 films with 2 newcomers. So is it exciting to work with newcomers than established stars?
Like in different context, I would prefer different things. I mean, like if you have an experienced co-star, she would know the tools and you are thriving. I mean, like action reaction, Newton's third law, boom. But if it's new, she probably might come up with a idea that I don't know. That is not those tools that we don't know. It's new age. They think like that, and it is happening. By the way, I've learned a lot from her. Seriously. So if I'm good. Then it's because of me. If I'm bad, it's because of her.
And why do I feel you would be perfect in a college taking like physics honors ka class? Why do I feel that way? Have you thought about that?
Yes.
That could be another option.
This is my own insecurity. You need to understand that I dropped out from Delhi College of Engineering. I was just 6 months away from getting myself a degree. While my dad is very happy seeing me on TV, he always says that degree ले लेते यार. तो ये कहानी अभी तक है. तो मुझे वो डिग्री जो इनसिक्योरिटी है वो उसको ओवर कॉम्पनसेट करता रहता हूँ मैं फिजिक्स और ऐसी. सॉरी
So no. One day will I actually see you in a classroom, Professor साहब?
बहुत ही
engineer, dancer, actor,
बहुत ही नामुमकिन नहीं है. मैं बस इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ.